How we doing
today?
Doing well, and yourself?
Doing all right. Trooper LA State Police, what we're doing is we're looking for the escaped inmates that hold that whole situation.
Yes, sir.
Have you already been through a checkpoint?
I have not.
Could you roll this back window down?
I certainly can.
Under that wide open Arkansas sky.
Hey everyone, welcome to It's All Grady. I'm Denise.
And I'm Marcel.
Welcome to our homestead.
Yeah, welcome to our homestead. If you don't already know, we're a couple that gave it up, our big city life, for a homestead in rural America.
And part of this amazing journey that we're on is building our house.
Yeah, building our dream house. And if we're not building our dream house, we're building our farm, our homestead. We're building a new life.
So if you're just joining us previously on It's All Grady,
yeah, if you don't already know, in our last video, guys, we were working on the house. We were trying to seal up a bad design on my part before the big rain hit, and we were successful.
so I'm glad we got the repairs done on the windows. This time we didn't experience any leaking. We still do have some improvements around the door, but we'll work on those when we get a chance.
Yes, and I've got a lot of great comments and suggestions about not using OSB, and I honestly agree with that. We did most of our house with the zip boards. However, I was trying to save $1, and they really truly do build homes all day long with OSB. However, I agree with you.
So at some point we may make some more changes, but for now we're just so glad that we don't have water coming in.
Absolutely.
All right, so today's content is going to be a little bit different. Normally we'd be sharing our homestead stuff or our building stuff. There's something really serious going on in our community that we want to get the word out about.
All right, guys, so our content is usually much different than what we're going to share with you today. However, this is so close to us that we felt like we needed to share it with you because it is part of our journey.
All right, guys, so we got a story that hit right here in our backyard in Calico Rock.
Yeah, that's Izard County, guys. That's our county. And on Sunday, a cop escaped from the prison. That's right. He was a former police chief serving time for murder and other crimes that are equally horrible. Broke out of prison, and today we were actually stopped by troopers and they checked our vehicle when we were out to get gas.
Okay, if you're going anywhere.
How we doing
Today?
Doing well, and yourself?
Doing all right. Trooper LA State Police, what we're doing is we're looking for the escaped inmates that hold that whole situation.
Yes, sir.
Have you already been through a checkpoint?
I have not.
Could you roll this back window down?
I certainly can. I actually...
Yeah, you got dogs back there.
Yeah, you want to just...
He's in the back. All right, you're all good. Y'all be safe, okay?
Good? All right. All right, fellas. Stay safe, man. Woo, that was intense for a minute. I couldn't roll the window down. My shoulder's broken. How about that, guys? That is pretty crazy, man. Hey, guys, let me just ask you real quick. Are you subscribed to It's All Grady? If you're not, right now is a perfect time. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and holler down below in the comments, man. Tell us what you think. Are you enjoying this content? It's a little bit different than our usual build and homestead content, but it is part of our journey and we want to share it. All right, guys, I'm just going to tell you that I hope these guys catch them. Today they could probably get out with helicopters, things like that. Because if somebody gets hurt as a result of that guy escaping, man, there's going to be probably some serious problems, because how does a guy like that just walk out of a prison? Got to remember, this guy, he knows the ins and outs pretty much. He was an actual corrections guard in Arkansas. He was also a police chief. What? So he knows the ins and outs. And my opinion, he was probably a dirty one the whole time. He probably has dirty connections and ties. Maybe he has a way that he can get out, you know what I'm saying?
So at first we thought that this was just like some rumor going around, but we quickly realized that it was not the case.
That's right, we seen it on Facebook and we thought that it was probably clickbait, but it turned out to be very real and very close to home.
Since finding out that this escaped convict is still out there.
That's right, we didn't waste any time. Last night we went into full-on security mode here on our homestead. All right, well, I don't know exactly where to put this. All right, guys, so here's the situation. We are like under an alert in our area in Izard County because of an escaped convict, somebody that had like 70 or 80 years. He did some real bad stuff to a woman and took somebody else's, shortened somebody else's, took somebody else's life. And they're telling people to be prepared, lock your doors, lock your house doors, your car doors. Be prepared. He's gonna want to steal a car and steal a firearm, and he's highly dangerous. So we're gonna just kind of take our precautions a little bit extra. We're not very far from where he escaped, and in my opinion, he could already be this far. And we have the type of conditions that makes it easy for somebody that knows the area to, like, they know how to navigate these areas if they're from these areas, yeah, and they know where they can find what they're looking for. I don't think it's probably very hard out here in rural America because the response time's not that great. There's not a big police presence anyways in the first place. Everybody is so scattered way far away from each other. You wouldn't even know if your neighbor, if something happened, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even know it unless it was like a loud thing, right? So we have dogs. They're going to help protect us in this situation, but we're just going to go ahead and set up a few cameras and take some other precautions because it's the last thing I thought we'd ever have to be concerned about out here. There's also a bear in the area too, so he might tangle with a bear, who knows?
So last night we took the liberty to go out and do some checking around. We repositioned some of our cameras, added a couple of new ones, and just made sure that things were a little bit more secure.
I mean, I really want it over further. My concern is like, for somebody that might know our area, there's pretty good terrain, right? That offers up a lot of like cover because we're like in the Ozarks, man. That's right, guys. We even ran some recon last night in the dark. We took out our night vision goggles and did a little bit of surveillance. We walked our perimeters. We checked some outbuildings. All kinds of weird stuff around here for a person to hide that nobody would ever know. You know, there's some cabins right over here not too far that, or whatever, a camper and a couple campers where there's nobody even there. How would anybody know? We're just gonna keep our eyes peeled because if you don't take it serious and it's too late is too late. That's just what it is.
All right, so we got a few things in place that give us a little bit more, I don't know, peace of mind, but in a situation, yeah, added security, but in this situation, there's not really a peace of mind until somebody like that is found, because that's some serious stuff. Like Marcel said, a desperate person like that is not going to care.
We had some laundry we were still doing. We didn't want to proceed down the hill because we have buildings down there as well that can offer refuge for a criminal like this guy. That's right, we'll share with you what we saw, what we did, and what you might need to know if you're in our area. All right,
Alright guys, what we're going to do is go down the hill because I can't stop doing laundry right now. But we're going to be cautious about it. It's kind of like running a drill, kind of, yeah. What would we call that? Reconnaissance. We're going to run some reconnaissance real quick because we have a camper down the hill too. So we're just going to be quiet. We're going to go part way down and we're going to check things out with our night vision goggles. All right, guys, let's go. All right, guys. Baby Cake's had a valid point. Maybe we should turn the light on just in case we walk up on a black bear. I guess I don't get as scared. Or a murderer. The murderer is what I'm more concerned about. I'm more concerned about two-legged predators than a four-legged one. If it was trying to creep on anybody, guys, we would be ambushed in no time. We might have to do a little bit more practicing of this running a recon because if we ever have to do it like this, you never know what it takes, guys. You just never know. There's an escape con, a black bear, and then the usuals. You know what I mean? We don't want to be the ones to get too complacent. We've started mending that relationship with the neighbor that was causing so much grief for so long, but some of that damage is already done, like doxed our address. So you never know. Not everybody loves us.
Here's what we know so far about this escape cop. His name is Grant Harden, a former police chief of Gateway, Arkansas.
He was sentenced to 30 years for first-degree murder, and an additional bad crime gave him another 50 years.
This man escaped the North Central Unit prison in Calico Rock on Sunday afternoon, using a disguise that allowed him to walk out like he belonged there.
Exactly, guys. He was in some kind of a law enforcement style uniform. Maybe he made it himself. Who knows? Nobody really has the answers to these questions just yet, but we know that we are on high alert.
So authorities are saying he's extremely dangerous and urging everyone not to approach this man.
That's right. There's a huge manhunt underway right now. We got state and federal agencies involved. We've got the corrections involved. There's drones. There's helicopters. It's a big manhunt, probably using dogs. Who knows? The problem is it's been raining. The rain just let up, so it's time to catch that fool.
So you guys, this is where it gets intense. We went out this morning to get some gas, and we actually got stopped at a checkpoint.
That's right. They wanted to make sure that this criminal didn't get in the back of our vehicle, and I can see how beneficial that is. They checked our vehicle, asked a few questions, guys, just part of the extra patrol and security measures they're taking. At first it was tense. You never want to get stopped like that unexpectedly, but we totally understood why. They're being thorough. They need to find this guy fast. This is a guy who is desperate with an 80-year sentence, now on the run. He's not gonna stop without a fight.
So after everything last night, we knew we had to step up our security.
Guys, we repositioned a bunch of our cameras. We had one that needed charged. We even decided to hook up a couple of extra ones. And we ran a full-on security detail last night. We were on high alert.
I even ran the night vision goggles last night around the property to check for any signs of movement.
Exactly. And one thing we're doing, guys, is we're making sure that we are within earshot of each other at any given time, because an individual like this will not stop at anything. Hear us out, guys. We're still running a homestead. The chickens still need fed. The farm still needs tending to, and we're still building a homestead. We just need to take security a little more serious today.
So unfortunately, it is a little bit of a tense situation, but we want to share this with you because we want to make sure that if you live in Izard County or nearby, here are a few tips.
Yeah, man, make sure that your property is well lit up. Want to have those security lights going if it's dark. Make sure that you check all your locks on your outbuildings, your barns, things like that. Anything that can be locked probably should be locked at this time. Make sure you're checking your security cameras if you have them. I probably imagine everybody out here in rural America has some kind of security system because we are our first line of defense. The cops are not going to get here in time. If we need to take control, we're going to take control. We also need to stay aware of our surroundings, guys, and report anything that you may see that seems unusual. Anything that may seem unusual, you call 911 and let them know, right? You all know your property.
Yeah.
You know what doesn't look right. Don't be a hero. This guy is dangerous. Or be a hero and finish it. All right, breaking news out of Calico Rock, Arkansas, guys, where authorities are conducting an intense manhunt for a former police chief who escaped prison on Sunday. The individual who was serving a lengthy sentence for serious crimes reportedly used a disguise to bypass prison security and walk out undetected. Local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies have joined forces to locate and apprehend this escapee. Residents are urged to remain vigilant, secure your properties, and report any suspicious activity immediately. Law enforcement officials emphasize that the suspect is considered dangerous and should not be approached under any circumstances.
So this is a very real situation, folks, and it's right here in our community.
We'll keep you updated as we learn more. In the meantime, stay safe. Lock your doors, keep your eyes open, and if you see something, say something.
All right, you guys, this has been something different, but we wanted to keep you guys posted on what's going on in the community and just make sure that everybody is aware of what's going on in case this guy comes to your area.
Plus, if you're following along because you love us, which a lot of you that are all the way at the end here do, and we love you back. We just want you to know that we're taking this very serious. You don't have to worry about us until it's time to worry. Otherwise, we're just going to keep you posted as we keep on going.
Heck yeah. All right, you guys, we're going to wrap this one up for now because we want to get it out to you. So if you're enjoying our content, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up. And ring that notification bell.
Heck yeah, guys. If you do that, they're going to notify you when our content is available for viewing.
Be sure to share our videos.
Man, when you do that, you save us. You're helping us build this job, this business, and this channel, which makes it possible for us to do it again tomorrow. So thank you. And if you did hang out this long and you're not already subscribed, right now is a perfect time as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.